my name is Patrick Gilroy. I am living and based in Dublin, and I did the IT SDA analyst course. I work for Asana Software Limited in Ireland. My role there is a user operations specialist. I have never worked for a company before like this. They are an absolutely amazing place to work for. Immediately before joining, I was actually unemployed for about 2 years, I think, right when COVID hit and everything kind of went downhill. Yeah, I was just out of work for a very long time. Prior to that, I was in retail management. Prior to Generation, I had very little real education, I suppose. But at the end of the day, coming through from the opposite side and with the certification that you do get from the courses, it definitely provides a lot more opportunities. And I believe that Generation at the end of the day don't want to take into account your education level to begin with. And a lot of employers, I don't feel like want to either, especially ones that will work with Generation. As an individual, the bootcamp had a massive impact on me. Learning how to socialize again after 2 years of not being able to interact with anybody was a huge struggle. And I know for a fact that if I was going into a workplace where I haven't already been through the bootcamp, it would have been an entirely different experience. Huge, huge impact. And I definitely have a much more positive outlook on things moving forward. For those around me, it's also had a huge impact because I am not being reliant on them. It's definitely a big help to finally be back in a position where I don't need to rely on other people financially. Myself and my partner have been, looking at apartments. We're planning stuff 10 years down the line as opposed to 2 weeks ahead of time, which is nice. And yeah, overall, it's just provided a whole new level of security. The support I was provided was excellent the entire way through. There was never a situation where I couldn't take some time after class at the end of the day to follow up with one of the tutors, or an issue that couldn't be brought up if it needed to be discussed. They were there the entire time with any concerns you may have had. They would have been happy to go through them with you. So overall, support was 10 out of 10. Generation was a completely different experience, especially post program, because the amount of support that you receive afterwards and the amount of opportunities that are set up for you when you're coming out the opposite end of it is absolutely amazing. They provide you with the opportunities to connect with employers, which is something I don't think a lot of courses will do for you. And to be completely honest, they are probably the most supportive institute in terms of getting people back into the workforce that I can think of nowadays.